Happy Wednesday, boys and girls. My name is Jeffery Scott Mitchell, coming to you live on Memorex from an undisclosed location, alternate weekend route, even though it's a Wednesday. Where do I begin? Where do I begin? I'm sure we'll get to the main topic, the crutch of today's feeling. But I want to acknowledge first that 7 days, people. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 7 days. I go back to work. I think I'm pretty much ready. I think I'm ready. I do think I'm ready. And I'm not just saying that. 7 days I go back to work. I think I could actually go in there, set up, and I'm feeling almost confident. Technology support, this is Jeff. How can I help you today? All right, let me get that for you. All right. I think I can actually do it. I think I can actually sustain it without pain or anguish, or that phone ringing every second. And it could have been that I got to the point where I was questioning my ability and my will to be capable, and why am I doing this? I don't give a damn about this. And there was a lot of factors that went into it where hopefully me stepping away and having this time is gonna at least alleviate the issue, if not correct it, at least alleviate the issue and anguish that I had, and agony that I had just being there answering them damn phone calls. So we'll see. 7 days. Them weeks went fast, and I knew they would. I remember that feeling when the doctor first signed me out, April 3rd. When I first left the doctor's office, I hadn't even turned it in to work yet. Going back to my car, parked car. I remember that feeling. Thinking, I got 12 whole weeks of nothing. You know, all that time. Now I'm down to 1 week. You know, did a lot. I don't know if I accomplished a lot, but I accomplished some. I definitely accomplished some. Accomplished might not be the word, but I did some things. I did a bunch of things. I definitely did a bunch of things. And I feel good about it for the most part. I feel good about it for the most part. And as I said, I'm ready. I'm just about ready to go back. The next thing would be I'm a little bit distracted. Stuff going on. Stuff always going on the street. Well, not always, but you know what I mean. Taking a look at what's going on up here. What they doing. You want to see? Let me see. Actually, ain't nothing going on up there. Yeah, I see a bunch of hair and a skirt, and here come the bus. So, it is what I mean by seeing people, to be honest with you. That's what I mean by seeing people. I need to see people. And to see people out and doing stuff. And attractive people. Or somewhat attractive people, or, you know, just people. Interaction to stimulate you one way or the other. That's the whole idea, you know? Of feeling alive and feeling a part. Anyway, not sure where that went and why, but you know, when I come out to the undisclosed location, a lot of it is about caregiving. You know, at this point, all of it is. Almost like your every blinking moment is about caregiving. My mother used to say, come on out and relax. You know, just relax and do nothing. As I look back at that time when she said that, it was never really relax and do nothing, even before she underwent her ailment, or injury or disease, whatever you want to call it, radiation issues. In a way, we just got used to always doing something. It seemed like it was always something to do. Come here, do this, you know. And now, it's constant. If you're there, you're doing something. Getting her this, doing that, I need this, can you get this for me? It's endless, and I don't want to throw nobody under the bus, but I ain't the only one. So I was just probably more vocal about it. But I ain't the only one, and it's to the point now where basically everybody burnt out. Everybody's burnt out. You need professionals to do this. My God. Basically, I wake up, first thing I wake up in the morning, deal with her and her Instacart. She trying to order some stuff from Walmart. My God. No, it's not that easy. First of all, she got 1 million games on her tablet. I think that's it. I know the games mess stuff up. She got like 17 things in her shopping cart, so she couldn't make the Walmart order work. Stuff all over the laptop, over the screen of the tablet, had to get something and wipe that off. And I don't really know, Instacart all that good, especially on the tablet. And she fussing at me, not hollering at me, but, that emphasis like, just do it, whatever. Not like that, but in a very polite way. At least he stated, emotionally and energy-wise, it's coming out like, hurry up and do it, just do it. And I wake up in the morning, first thing I see, she looking at me and say hi. She started shaking her finger like, come here. I'm like, oh God, here we go. Then she started telling me what it is and ain't coherently saying it. Here, do this. And no, I take that back. And it's not, the words ain't slurred that much. I understand the words. But the words she's saying ain't totally relaying what needs to be done. You're just supposed to understand and figure that out. Like, here, order Walmart, this, that. And I'm like, well, okay, then by the time I get that all deciphered, I look at the Instacart. She got like 9 shopping carts in her Instacart. She said she was saying the Walmart one, so I don't know if she's trying to order from Walmart or Instacart or what. And she's like ordering 3 things. And I was talking to my sisters at the point now, we don't care how much it costs. We don't care. It's her money. Technically, actually, it's her credit. I'm telling my sister that we're going to have to pay it off. It's coming out of our pocket. Ultimately, it's coming out of our pocket. In the long run. But it's not worth, that's her thing. That's how she gets her joy. That's how she gets her sense of accomplishment or fulfillment or whatever. Ordering. And then when she order it, one of us got to be there to pick it up. And we're going to hear about that for 3 hours. You up at 8 o'clock? Can you check to see if the thing is here? It says it's delivered. Can you check and see if it's here? And I don't mean to sound like she really don't whine like that, but she don't do that, but it feels that way. So even though she's trying to do something independently herself, she can't. And she physically can't. She can't. And probably cognitively, you being in a room for that so much time for like years, with very limited exposure to outside elements, and real human interaction, dynamic interaction, it takes a toll. And the medication, so she definitely ain't as sharp as she used to be. I say that probably with as much respect as possible. She's definitely not as sharp as she used to be. And so she's trying to explain to you this, explain to you that, and you're like trying to get it. Then she kind of, because she can't vocalize as best she could, her voice get raised and it sounds like she's hollering at you. You don't know if she's hollering at you or frustrated. And then remember, it's me. My whole thing is, why are you asking me to do this in the first place? Remember, that's where I'm coming from initially. As soon as I wake up, the first thing in the morning, I go through this. I'm not used to that. I'm not used to that. Well, that's your mother, I don't give a damn who it is. I'm still not used to it. How I handle it, what I should do, quote unquote, should or be, or what's appropriate or whatever, is something separate. I'm not used to it. Stands on its own. And that's the truth. I'm used to waking up my mornings the way I want them, how I want them, undisturbed. I'm going down there into a doggone war of understanding with her. And you think she'd figure it out to stop asking me. But nope. See, that medication got her forgetting who she's dealing with or whatever. Just wake up. As soon as I wake up, boom. And it's too much. It's too much. And it's not just me. It's too much and it's not just me. And people who say they had never put their parents or whatever in a facility, God bless you. God bless you. Because, number one, we looked into getting a full-time nurse there, somehow that would work. Somebody that could be there full-time, how much we pay them to do that versus being in a facility. And it may be better just in general, or however you look at these things, for a third party to do it. It's probably a lot more difficult if it's mother and son, father and son, mother and daughter, if it's family, because of the built-in dynamics of all the relationships. It's like, my mother's old school, no matter what she tell you. She old school, but she not like old. She old school, but she not as tight and rigid as a lot of people could be for her age. But there's still a hierarchy of what kids and grandkids are supposed to do when they told something. And she takes probably the reaction from some of us. She probably takes the reaction from some of us and reacts to it in her own way that may or may not be outdated, if you can call it that way. Especially when somebody got to stand up for themselves. If she asking something that's asking for some lunacy, like call this person and ask them about this at 10:30 at night. And somebody say, no, I'm not calling. Nope, I'm not doing that. And she might be offended or take that a funny way and then try to diagnose it and try to do her little Columbo detective work into the logistics of stuff and this, that. And they remember, the only thing she's doing is sitting there all day long in that bed with pretty much nothing else to think about. Except for, TV and a rerun. And so I can see how things can spiral into some kind of conspiracy or some kind of, elaborate plan to get her or this or that. I completely get that. I completely see that. So that part kind of doesn't, well, I try to understand that part. Let's put it that way. I try to understand that part. But still, it has to be dealt with on the ground. It still has to be dealt with on the ground by human beings, one-on-one. And a lot of times it's a confrontation. A lot of times it's a battle. A lot of times you're gonna go a discussion is gonna get heated, intense, tension, frustration comes out. And it may be easier if a third party was involved and not family members and doing a lot of this stuff. And it's not really that bad. When you stop and think about it in the long run, in the long run, it's kind of really not that bad. Everybody wants to be on Jeffery TV. He didn't know I had it facing me. Should have flipped it. What was that guy said? I got distracted by my fans. Yeah, so it might be better for a third party. It's tough. I'm just trying to editorialize this so y'all, whoever going through this, can understand my side of the story. Just try to put it down for my, family coming up. Maybe my daughter can watch these videos when it's time for her to take care of me and what she going through and all that. But I'm at the point where just kill me. Just kill me. Let's go to Switzerland. I'll live there for 6 months. The euthanasia, baby. Take me out. Leave a bunch of pills somewhere. I'll start Googling how to kill yourself. I mean, that's what I say now. Ooh, I'm gonna twist my ankle on that curve. That's what I say now, but you never know, That's what you say now, and that's why another thing, I give her the benefit of the doubt. I don't know what it's gonna be like to actually be in that position, because there's something definitely driving her to continue that I don't. They're driven. Who is Dead Can Dance? They're driven by unseen forces or something like that. Circus. Driven by things unseen or something like that. I don't understand what drives her, motivates, because she keeps going. She keeps going at it, and thinking of things, wanting to do this, do that, I believe are just completely out of the realm of possibility. No, I can't say out of the realm of possibility, but to put it bluntly, things just ain't gonna happen. It's unrealistic. And I'm not just talking about the logistics of some things. I'm talking about things she wants to do. Like therapy, I'm gonna do this, can you get I'm gonna buy this, and then I'm gonna start exercising here and this and that. Because we watched her deteriorate. We watched her not exercise. We watched her not do physical therapy. We watched it over the years, and we were saying, you better keep moving. You better keep moving. And she was cool just, being in her room doing whatever. No walking, no nothing. Just, she was cool. No physical exertion. Her sister said anything that was physically exertion wasn't gonna happen. So now, she just basically don't move. Just, her arms, just basically don't use her legs no more. I mean, I guess, because of nerve damage and all that, it's taking effect on her physical movements and her arms and everything, speech. But that immobility started before all this, the nerve damage and stuff really kicked in. So here's where we are. And it's gonna start costing. Probably gonna cost me and my sister $4,000 a month. And I ain't gonna say I got it, I ain't gonna say I don't. Because you're talking about my retirement. You're talking about my retirement. Though very, 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 most of it was inherited from my father. Still, it's mine right now. And it's like, it's not your money anyway. And then some people could say, well, she deserves some of that money. She was there. And she even said it before I said it. I was like, I was thinking that. When I was talking, I was thinking that exact same thing. It's almost like This is your money. Should be some of your money. So, I mean, you know, I ain't. Worst come to worst, it's gonna hurt, and I'm gonna fight it like hell. But, you know, the money is there. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. But you gotta do it. Sometimes it's easier just to make the decision to do it and let it go and go from there. So, I was thinking about my taxes. I gotta have my taxes checked out. Gotta get that together. Guess I can do that. Time is running out, 7 days. Gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that. Make a few phone calls. Get that looked into. And then the house, the condo, needs a lot of work. And if you keep it in the family, there's some equity in it. It's definitely a value. The area isn't so bad. I could probably live there. The place is too big for me, for the most part. But I could live there, should that be the case. But and rent, we only trying to charge $2,200 a month for I think it's a 2-bedroom. At least 2-bedroom, 2 baths. Detached garage. Then you got homeowners association fee and this and that, but at least you're paying under $1,000 for everything a month, including homeowners fee. Probably not the utilities, but you know all that. Probably got to put $10,000, $15,000 into that to get it rent ready. Then get a property management company and go through all that. You know, sometimes it's easy just to, hey, pay, give the people money here, here's the money, go. You don't have to do nothing, don't have to be involved. So it's like all that we got to look into. If we can get income from that, she going to a facility, that alleviate the thing, say it's $8,000, say we get $2,200 a month. And it worked, that $2,200 a month, parts of that got to use to pay the mortgage and other bills and stuff. So we won't even get that whole $2,200. Might get $1,000. Still talking about $3,500 a month, something like that. $2,500, $3,000 extra a month on top of my $1,891 a month rent that I'm paying and other stuff. We start talking some real numbers now. We're talking about some real numbers. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So that's where I'm at out there on this Wednesday again. 7 days before I go back to work. 7 days. I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready. I need to call, get my password reset, log in. You know, I want to take a look at my emails and kind of knock some of that down and the such, you know. Just to get probably like 500 emails in there. Let's go through them. And I don't want to do it during work time for whatever reason. I want to come in there and start answering, pick up that phone as fast as I can. I don't want to put off getting back into full swing. Like I could probably go and just take a whole day just to acclimate. I could probably push it to say, all right, I'm in the office here working, but you know, I gotta do my emails, do this and do that. And just kind of, you know, ease into it. But I kind of want to hit the ground, you know, go full blast, full bore. Well, not full blast, full bore, but you know, but be ready to just go at it. Just want to be ready to go at it. So, and that's that. Can't think of nothing else right now. I ain't gonna have no PTO. You had to use up all your PTO before you go out on leave. So I gotta build that back up. So that means I probably ain't gonna be able to do that. First thing I'm gonna do is probably go in there, log in, set the date to like September 1st or something like that, and see how much PTO I would have accrued by then if I don't miss no days. Working 3 months. I think if I work 6 weeks, that should be 24 hours of PTO. I think I get a day every 2 weeks. So if I work 6 weeks, so, you know, it should accumulate quick. I just gotta put my head down and get it done. And I'm ready to do it. I really do believe I'm ready to do it. And ready to get back to work to where it eased me off the black of miles and my routine to get back in place. And I become a little bit more disciplined. Speaking of which, woke up this morning, Mr. Scale told me 201.8. That's low. I think just last week or week before, something like that, I was 208. No, probably like 207 in the morning. And a month and a half ago for that, I was probably like 210, 209. And just think, this is coming off Ohio, you know, and being home. So yesterday, it was an anomaly weight, but I think I was like down to 196, 197, which is ridiculous. That's not, you know, I was dehydrated, probably on the brink of death. So I knew that weight didn't count. That was just ridiculous. In fact, I got in the shower. It was 196.8 or something. I got in the shower, got out the shower. I think I moisturized or something. Got back on. It was up to 197.2. It jumped like maybe a half a pound, without even doing nothing, basically. But 201.8. Happy to be out here with that number. I think I was 202.4 yesterday. And I went down to like 196, 197, some ridiculous number. But the trend is there, so I should be slim and sexy upon my return to work. I might even go out and buy an outfit. I might go out and try to get some clothes, dress up nice, might even wear a tie. Just a trip. You know, I might try to wear a tie, just to trip out. I gotta do something, now that I think about it. I gotta do something, I just can't walk in there, you know, regular me, so I'll probably do something. Let them know I'm back, damn it. And my first day back is in the office. If they don't shut it down because of the riots. And if I know my company, they're probably giving us the option not to come down there because of the unrest in Los Angeles. There's no need for you to come in the office. You can work from home on your mandatory office day. That's just how accommodating this wonderful job is, nauseatingly accommodating. Now, I just think I was again slipping back to waking up, thinking about the whole thing. Wake up, you walk by, see the caregiver's there already. The caregiver I pay for. Oh my God, that's a cat. Oh my God. The caregiver I pay for is supposed to be to handle everything. I ain't supposed to be there. So I walk down, I look up, no hi, how you doing, no nothing. It's that finger. I'm gonna turn you around so they can show you. With those skinny, witch-like looking fingers. And I come in there and here we go. This is Walmart, Instacart. scheduled delivery time. I'm like, oh God. So I got to figure all that, decipher all that. I'm just waking up my own damn self. Well, kinda. First getting up, first person I'll talk to. No. It's not just me either. I know I said that before. It's not just me either. I can understand if it was just me because of my selfishness and my selfish ways. There's no doubt. I'm selfish and I have selfish ways. And self first. And I don't apologize for that. In fact, I'm probably proud of it. But it gets to the point where I'll pay anything. I'll pay, oh, is this thing not, oh, okay, it's not showing the audio indicator, but I think it's recording. Should I stop it? Audio indicator ain't showing. Oh, I should stop and check it. Let me see if it's on the transmitter. Maybe the universe and the Lord don't want this to be put out that way. Maybe it's better. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's still transmitting. Maybe it's better if this doesn't get recorded. Maybe I said too much. Maybe I went too deep. Maybe I revealed too much. Who knows? Who knows what tomorrow brings? In a world, few hearts survive. All I know is the way I feel. All I know is the way I feel. It's real. I keep it alive. The road. So, and then you got to turn around and look and say, when you get this age and you go through this, how you gonna feel? You know, what are you gonna back? When you get to this point in your life where it's, okay, I'm not saying that my mother's in this position, but I'm just saying as an analogy, when you get to that point in your life where it's all but over, you're just going through the motions. You know, there's like no hope. It's not gonna get better. You know, you ain't gonna be experience a lot of stuff that you had. Most of your experiences are in the past. Not much to look forward to. The only thing you got to look forward to is order Instacart and Walmart and have a delivery. And the funny thing is, she ordering food and stuff, and she don't eat. She want people to cook. She want people to do this. She want people to do that. But she don't even eat. I mean, it's, I guess you could say sad, but there's a reality to it that, you know, a reality that has to be confronted and acknowledged. You know, it's, you want this, you want that, but it's like a waste of money. You know? But it gives her a sense of being, and she, you know, she gets a kick out of that. And, you know, there's something for her to do. And my sister said, well, long as it's only $10, $11 stuff, long as it's only $10, $11 stuff, and not no big ticket appliances. In fact, I need to call American Express. Get my name off of that card. Because I will be upset if my credit rating is affected by something that I knew was inevitable. That I know she gonna mess it up. And mess it up is not the right word. I know it's gonna be not inappropriated, misinvested, or something, whatever the word is when you, it's gonna go delinquent. or whatever, you know. So that's where we are. I'm out here walking, doing the alternate weekend route. It's a little bit longer steps. Did pretty good yesterday. Didn't hit a black and miles for like 4. I'm gonna get out here earlier today. I'll be out here earlier today. I'll be done with it. I mean, back home dressed and sitting there. So I'll probably need to get my laptop or go in my room. I need to start something. I need to try to get traction in doing something. Like producing something or working on something. Even if it's just, you know, posting my web pages or something. If I can sit in my, and it's comfortable, if I can sit in my room, I got a nice little setup. I got my computer, I got my tools. I bought a couple cameras, you know, so I can definitely do it. And then I could take my laptop downstairs and sit with my mother and do stuff and watch TV. I'm watching Heartland. The reason I watch Heartland is because it's all white people. No, I'm joking. Yeah, but it is all white people. And there's no commercials. This just happens to be on Prime or wherever it's on, and there's no commercial breaks. So we can just go straight through, and that's kind of appealing. And then I guess, you know, well, I guess, in a way, I guess it's kind of copping out because I just put that on and sit there. And I think that's, you know, that may be not as entertaining as finding something that me and her can watch to be engaging. Because she done seen all these already. And I'm thinking it's basically, just be glad I'm sitting here. It don't matter what we watch, the fact that I'm sitting here is the point. And I don't know if, and as I think about it, we probably can expand on that and enhance it and maybe find something, you know, intriguing. But then she gonna be asking questions and talking this and, you know, engaging and saying this and I like him, you know, she's trying to participate, and I get it. She's trying to participate, but it's so mundane and so remedial to me. Because I'm like, we're watching Heartland. We're watching a series almost 20 years ago, based on like a family of people who just kind of, you know, like that country life, that American country life, that flat out just like, you know, plain American, what you call it. Had an audience there. Homie stepped up. Looked like he wanted to say something to me. Started fascinated, seeing me talk to the camera. Homeless black dude, I guess. Out there. Not homeless, but I look like a street person. Him and his buddy. I don't know if you saw him. Did you see him in the picture? You might have saw him. You know, they see me doing stuff. You know, you attract all kinds when you're out here doing things that, you know, people aren't used to seeing. That's probably the best way to put it. Just being out here doing things that people aren't used to seeing. So you gotta almost understand that you are an attraction. You are an attraction if you're gonna be out here doing stuff that people ain't used to seeing. And that's how that goes. Just gotta accept that. If you're gonna be out here doing this is what you're gonna have to expect. So, that's that. Yeah, I got a few things I can look into. Like my transcript generator isn't working in YouTube. But the people that customer service from No GPT got theirs to work, but it wouldn't work on mine. I got to figure out what that is. They thought it might be VPN or this or that. So I'm going to do some stuff. Maybe clear my cache, turn VPN off, turn MeshNet off, install, reinstall the plugin, the extension, you know, all that. Find out what's going on. Because it kind of stopped on both my computers, which is strange. And it stopped on both my computers. Now I'm on a different network. So I'm not even on my home network. I'm on a different network. It's still not doing it. And it wasn't doing it in Ohio. So either way, you know, it'd be something to do. But anyway, what can I say? That's my Wednesday. And then mother goes into a facility Friday. So Friday she's in a facility. I can be home Friday evening. I'll have Friday evening, Saturday evening, Sunday evening, Monday evening, Tuesday evening. Ooh. And that's it. Tuesday evening you can't even count because that's prep day, so you can't count Tuesday evening. So I can, you know, kind of prep myself, get myself together. She'll be in a facility, so I don't have to worry about that, quote unquote. May go out and visit her, you know. Maybe on Monday, come back. Tuesday night, I don't have Tuesday night. Monday night's my last night, really. Tuesday night, I gotta, you know, prepare. See how I'm getting mentally ready, laying it all out, understanding what I'm expecting and anticipating and putting things in place. This is the walk. I ain't see nobody out here today. Might be the time or the heat or something. But ain't nobody out here this way today. Maybe this is just the weekend. I'll be coming down here sometimes. It'd be like, not jumping, but it'd be some characters out here. Look like they clean this shit up. They got most of these people out of here. It's like nothing. There was more action. You want to call it action. More action walking the other way. So maybe I'll cut my hair. I don't know. Maybe I'll get it back there, cut my hair. You know, do a little extra grooming. Try to step it up a little bit, just to, you know. Or maybe I'll cut my hair tomorrow as I get the biggest bang from it. I guess going into the facility, want to be groomed, I guess, let people know. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how all that goes. How many minutes I got on this thing? I got the brightness turned down so that it don't get hot. And it's not that hot. It really isn't that hot. It's a little warm, but it ain't hot. So I've seen this thing just get, you know, really hot. As soon as you touch it, you know something's going down. Here we are. Here we are. Halfway mark. Where I turn around and go the other way. I may do a little bit walking back just because the sun will be shining on me. Down at the bridge, people. They got that pretty much cleaned out too. That used to be, is there a fire? There's a fire, you see it? There's a fire. I don't know if you can see it, but it's there. Anyway, swinging on y'all 2 times. For me, anyway, swinging on y'all. No, I'm supposed to take it and put it in my other hand. Just want to see what else looks like with me with the sun on my face. So happy Wednesday. 7 days to go before I go back to work. I'm gonna try to be excited about that. I ain't no trying to be, I'm definitely excited about that. Looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. I can honestly say, that just wasn't talk. That just wasn't talk. I am looking forward to it. I am. Get back into the grind, get back into that routine. The comfort of that routine that's gonna sustain me and get me to a very important checkpoint in my life as far as retirement and the long game, and the end game. One of the big pieces, important pieces, because I ain't gonna be able to go nowhere else and make this kind of money. At least I don't think. I could probably evaluate that, but then I ain't gonna be able to go nowhere else and not be on the phone. The only thing I know is this, last 10 years, and I've done it so well that it's like, you know, my choices and career going there and going there are fairly limited, or somewhat limited. But where there's a will, there's a way. And I'm used to getting whatever I want. So I know I can figure out a way. I know that. So anyhow, swinging on y'all 2 times. For me, for the phone. And for every elementary particle that has ever existed in any atom, in this, or in any universe that ever was, is, or will be. The totality of it all. Theory of universe. Hypothesis of all as one. My name is Jeffrey.